Hi guys, my name is Alison and welcome to my channel. If you guys are interested with fashion, beauty, lifestyle, foundation review, hauls video, and mix and match on outfit video, make sure you guys click the subscribe button down below and also click the ring bell button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video on my channel. So today's video, as you guys see at the title, this is a new foundation, at least it's new to me, but I think it has been out for about 3 months now. So this is a Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Eyeliner. So if you guys want to see how this foundation works on my semi-oily skin during this winter season, then let's keep on watching. Okay, so this foundation is in a drop foundation and it does come in jojoba oil. So hopefully this oil doesn't break me up. I'm not sure, I never tried this oil on my face because with the It Cosmetic foundation, it does have a certain type of oil that it breaks me out badly. So hopefully this doesn't break me out. As you guys can see, I already have a lot of blemishes because of the hormones. So let's get into the details of this foundation. So first of all, this foundation on the Physicians Formula website, it retails for $15.99, and I personally got this at Walmart, which is a little cheaper. It costs about $11.99. So this is an ultra nourishing, ultra fluid, weightless organic foundation that improves the appearance of skin tone and texture while delivering a sheer to beautiful coverage. So now let's look into this packaging of this foundation drop. Alright guys, now let's get into this foundation bottle. So this packaging, it is frosty finish bottle and it does says Physicians Formula and all the information at the front. It does come with a drop application. So when you open this, this is what it looks like. So I would say this is a really simple packaging and I don't think this will be travel friendly because it's a drop application. You're not sure like this is gonna explode in your luggage, so I would say just keep it in your home or house. Alright, to begin the primer face, I'm gonna use my Becker Anti-Eye Brightener to cancel out the dark circle. You guys know I always do this step on my every foundation review. You guys can see the difference right after applying this. And for primer today, I'll be using this Sisley Double Tints Instant and Long-Term Primer. So I feel like this is more like a serum, but it does act like a primer. It gives you that really sticky feeling. Okay, now the base is done and we're going into this foundation. So I'm gonna just give it a quick shake. And it does come in this little drop application and I'm just gonna do one side of the face. I do have a huge hormone breakout over here. My period is coming. The first of the bat, the foundation is not as liquidy as I thought, but it's definitely more of a liquid side. And I'm gonna blend this in with my e.l.f. sponge. That's nice. It doesn't have any scent on this foundation. Because with a lot of foundation nowadays, it does put in their signature perfume like Chanel. I think this one, it works for you because it doesn't have any scent. Literally doesn't have any scent on this. So this is one side of the face with very light layer. I'm just gonna give it just a second layer to see how this coverage. So I mainly put on the center of the face and my forehead area always dripping down. Let's see if this is a beautiful foundation. So now this is one side of the face with the foundation and this is my bare skin. You guys can see it does give me a little coverage, but it looks very, very natural finish. It didn't really cover up much on the blemishes and you guys can see the little guy here. So I'm gonna apply this on the face and I'm gonna give you guys a quick first impression. So after applying this on the face, my first impression is this is a very liquidy foundation and it's easy to blend because of the texture of the foundation. And this foundation, it doesn't give you much coverage. I would say it's more of a very light natural finish coverage. You guys can see my face is pretty dewy right now. It's a very natural foundation. It gives you that glow. You guys can see with the light reflecting on the face. And this foundation, it doesn't give me much of the coverage. As I said, it's a light coverage, so you guys can still see my blemishes is peeking through. But this is a very easy blending. So far this is my thoughts on this foundation, and it just gives me like my skin but better finish, and it makes me look more a lot dewy, like collagen, like very moist. So I'm just gonna set this with my loose setting powder as always, because I do have slightly oily skin during this winter season. So I'm gonna give you guys a feedback later on. Okay guys, so now the makeup is done and now check-in time is 10:12. So this is when I apply this foundation on the face, and I'm gonna give you guys my first impression. So I would say the foundation, it stays pretty nice on the face. It feels hydrated in a way, because I think there's infused with jojoba oil, and you guys can see it definitely more of a dewy side finish, and you guys can see it looks very healthy on the face. Everything else on top, like the makeup, bronzer, blush, everything else, it just blends seamlessly. But the only issues that I have is on this area between my brows. It looks like the foundation is a little cakey. It feels like it doesn't want to stay on to this area of the skin. I don't know if you guys can tell, but this area I have a lot more texture because this is my oiliest spot on the face. So I'm not sure how this will hold up after 8 hours of wear, but right now it's looking very dewy finish. It kind of just looks like smoothed out my skin in a way, but I hope this foundation, it would stay well on my oily skin, because again, I do have slightly oily skin during the winter time. So hopefully this stay put on the face. So now I'm gonna go out and about. I have to go to work, so I'll talk to you guys later. She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. 'Cause what if it's not reciprocated? Yes, I'm back for the final check-in, and it's pretty late right now. I just got off work. This is 9:39 p.m. So I literally wear this foundation for almost 12 hours. So this is what it looks like. So on the previous video that you guys see, I'm looking a little oily. I do have to blot during the day. I blot twice during the day when I go to the bathroom. And because this is more like a dewy foundation, so it is very naturally that it comes with my natural oil with the foundation on. And I have to say, I do feel like a little oily during the day. I can feel the foundation on the skin, my oil comes through, but not as much as me during the summertime, because I'll get super oily usually during the summertime. But this, I can bear with it during the winter time. I do have a little oily on my T-zone area and around my cheek areas. And as you guys can see now, the foundation, it looks like it's still on most of the part of the face, but some of it just took off around my nose area, the tip of my nose. Definitely there's no foundation on, and the foundation is breaking apart on my chin area. I feel like because this is more like a dewy foundation and it isn't meant for those oily people who wear for about 12 hours wear. But I would say this foundation, it does get me oily for around 5 hours. So I don't think this would work for me for like whole season all year round. I feel like this foundation is more for like a combination skin or even dry skin. I think you guys will love it with dry skin because it's pretty hydrated. It looks very dewy finish once it's applied on the face. A close look on how it looks like on the face after 12 hours of wear. So you guys can see this area, there's no foundation on at all. And around my mouth area, there's not much foundation. And here you guys can see it's breaking apart. I mean, the makeup is still on, but it's just that a little part around the center of my face where I touch the most, or I'm like wiping my mouth after I had a meal, or I'm just blowing my nose. So it took off easily since it's more like a hydrated foundation. So this is what it looks like. I feel like my forehead is still looking good. It's still on point. It's just that the lower part on the center area, the foundation, it just takes off easily. So overall, I feel like this foundation, it doesn't really work out on my oily skin or semi-oily skin because it does get oily. I do feel like the oil come through like a layer of oil that it can kind of just like make it a little sticky on the face. So during the day, if I don't have my hair up, my hair would be sticking on my face, which means this foundation is a little oily for my skin type. So again, I feel like this foundation is more like for a dry skin to combination skin people that you might like this. And also if you have sensitive skin, I feel like this foundation is also for you since it says it's organic wear and then it has like a jojoba oil, it keeps you hydrated. And also this foundation, it doesn't have any scent, which is really good if you guys are sensitive with scent on the foundation. So that's all my final thoughts on this foundation. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video and hope this video does help you guys out to pick up this foundation. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!
She said